Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. It is Medical Monday. Our doctors today want to fix your health problems, not just address the symptoms, starting with your eyesight. They say the eyes are the first to go, and it's happening more and more at a younger age. But a process called corneal molding can basically bring them back. It requires no surgery, no glasses, and no daily contacts. Your vision is actually corrected while you sleep. Here to explain how that works are Dr. Julio Arroyo and Dr. Luis Diaz with Eye Health Consultants and their patient, Vivian. She was tired of trying to see better while swimming and doing other activities at school. And obviously, glasses and regular daily contacts can be a problem in the pool, but she does not have to worry about that anymore. All right, good morning.
Good morning, Deborah.
I want to start with you, Dr. Arroyo. You first got interested in this as a career when you were a little boy.
Well, that's right. Well, you know, I was there I was nine, and I saw all these fancy equipment, and they actually made me see better. There's some monkey business in there, and I thought it was very impressive. So I think at that point, that's when I really thought that being an eye doctor could be a good idea.
Yeah. One of the things that you do is you make sure that you are up on the latest technology, what works best for the patient. You were 9 years old, I was 9, and I walked out with a prescription for my first pair of glasses and wore them for a long time until now. And what we're talking about was corneal molding, ortho-K.
Orthokeratology, that's the medical term, yes, Deborah. I think this is booming. There are so many people that are understanding that there's a non-surgical option to see clear, have vision freedom without surgery, without glasses, without day contacts. And it's particularly important, particularly remarkable in kids, not because we can have a clear vision with no glasses or contacts, but also because we can protect their visual future from getting worse.
Yeah, and Dr. Diaz, what he's talking about is like when you have glasses or those daily contacts, your eyes can still get worse, but ortho-K or corneal molding almost as a placeholder stops it, right?
Yeah, so there's been studies that have been shown, especially on younger kids, that helps slow down or even stop the progression of myopia.
Yeah, because obviously if a child has a pretty strong prescription at, let's say, 12 or 13 years old, by the time they're in adulthood, things could get much worse.
Yeah, the higher the myopia goes uncontrolled, the longer it goes like that, they're going to have more ocular retinal issues when they're adults.
Yeah. The problem is we're living longer today too, right? So we're outgrowing some of our parts.
And let me make a quick point, Deborah. What parents that are watching need to understand is that if your kid is myopic, it's almost guaranteed they're going to become more myopic. Just take this number. If they are just 5 diopters of myopia, they're 100 times more likely to develop a retinal detachment.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
If you smoke, you have 3 times as many chances of getting a heart attack. Well, you get 100% more chances of getting a retinal detachment if that kid reaches a certain level of myopia.
Yeah.
So better stop it now.
Yeah, all right. And let's just face it, it's a nuisance when you have to deal with classes and sports and all that stuff at the same time. And Vivian, you were dealing with that, as I said in the intro, especially with swimming.
Yeah, and I started swimming from when I was very young, and I started wearing glasses when I was 8. And as soon as I was able to, I wore contacts at 11. And it was always such a pain to either not wear contacts, but I couldn't see, or they would always fall out. I would have to leave in the middle of practice to put them back in.
Yeah, you would end up in somebody else's lane. They're like, wrong way, Vivian, right?
Yeah.
Which is so tough. And you were wearing them really young, outside of correcting your vision and things and looking to do that in a better way. Did kids make fun of you? They call you the 4 eyes and stuff like that? Have they gotten past that now?
I think that they're past that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I grew up with the 4 eyes and the whole bit. But yeah, they just basically
They're mean in a different way now.
Yeah, right. So, okay, so you heard about corneal molding. Actually, your mom did.
Yes. My mom heard about corneal molding, and I think at the beginning of it, when she first heard about it, she was like, no, I don't think that's real. She was very skeptic about it, and then she finally heard more and more about it, and it started to grow more popular, and she was like, well, I'll take her, I'll try it.
Yeah.
And it worked out really well.
I will say, I was skeptical about it, and I couldn't believe that I went to sleep one night, because whenever you say something happens while you're sleeping, you're like, so I have to put no really effort into it, right? And then I woke up the next day, and it was like, wait, I can see with my naked eye. For you, it was almost like magic too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first time I woke up, I literally came crying downstairs because I was so happy, and I was so young when I started to become myopic. So I was so happy that I didn't have to worry about contacts, the structure, the glass frame, all of that, and I was really happy.
Yeah, yeah. Adults can do this too, me being an adult, right? But the thing is, for kids in particular, they aren't eligible for things like LASIK. So this is that other option, whereas again, as we mentioned, that you put it in the eye and it stops them from getting worse and they can actually see with their naked eye. So take us through the process.
Right. So, well, we do a very comprehensive eye exam. It's a little bit more, a little bit longer than what you would expect in a normal eye exam. But we measure the eye, a part of the eye that's called the cornea. So we get a blueprint. It's a topographic curvature blueprint of the cornea. So with that, we put it into a software that allows us to make a mold for that cornea. So you wear those molds. Once we get the molds, it's a very expensive process in the lab that goes on, and then you wear those molds and they do the magic while you sleep. So now you reprogram the corneas to have the right shape to bring the image right where it belongs on the retina.
Yeah, I always explain to people like when they've worn invisible liners for their teeth, right? Eventually it shapes them, but because the eye is soft tissue, it shapes like really quickly.
That is correct. And actually many patients, after 1 hour, the patient is seeing 2100, they can be very close to 20/20, which is just 1 hour. But it may take 1 to 3 days to actually get a good vision and to click in with the brain, right?
Yeah, yeah. All right, who qualifies for this, Dr. Diaz?
Young kids that can't get LASIK, older patients that just don't want to deal with glasses.
Yeah, when you said older patients, I saw you looked at me. You looked
No,
at me, you looked right at But yeah, because a lot of us are at that mid-age, we start to turn the corner, and then all of a sudden we're doing this number right here. You can fix that as well. You can fix a number of things. And a lot of people have been told, I can't do that, or I can't do contacts, I have astigmatism, or I have this, or I have that. Come in and let you make that decision, because there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You've even taken some, like one young lady you had who was 16, couldn't pass her driver's, get her license because she was legally blind. And she went from legally blind to being able to see 20/20 with corneal molding.
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. We need to see you soon in the office.
Yes, I'm coming. Trust me, I'm coming in. Okay. Eye Health Consultants has a special offer for Great Day Houston viewers. Get $300 off corneal molding when you call now, but you must be one of the first 25 callers. Call them now at 281-419-3355, 281-419-3355, and be sure to mention Great Day Houston. For more information on Dr. Arroyo and corneal molding, log on to sleepandsee.com, because that's really what happens. You go to sleep, you wake up, and you see.